clear, right?
Yes, Bala, yes.
Database of D DNS where all the records related to domain are saved. So here, this is the DNS server and this is the zone. We have created cisco.com one zone. Under this zone, we have the record. So zone is nothing but the database of DNS. Okay. If you see, it is having multiple records like startup authority, name server, host, alias. These are the records. So what is zone here? Is a database of DNS where all the records related to domain are saved. So you can see records are saved related to this domain and it is a database. So a DNS zone is used to host the DNS records for a particular domain. Cisco.com is a zone here and that contains the different records. It is having multiple records. And we have two types of zones. So guys, we have discussed lookup, we have discussed forward lookup and reverse lookup. Let us see the forward lookup zone and reverse lookup zone. So we have two types of zones. One is forward lookup zone. The other one is reverse lookup zone. So this forward lookup zone is used to resolve the host names to IP address. So who is resolving this host to IP address? It is resolved by the forward lookup zone. And it maintains the host to IP address mapping information. Okay, forward lookup zone resolves the host name to IP address and it maintains the host to IP address mapping information. Then we have reverse lookup zone. It is used to resolve the IP address to name. Okay, who is resolving the IP addresses to name? It is resolved by reverse lookup zone. Okay, so each DNS record of your domain is created inside the DNS zone. This is the DNS zone and each records are created. Okay, if you see here, it is having this reverse lookup zone and we'll see the forward lookup. It is having this forward lookup zone as well. So it is having two zones and it will have the records. So cisco.com here, cisco.com is a zone. Under this cisco.com, server 1 is a record. If you see, server 1 is a record and IP address is also a record. Host, alias, these are the different types of records. So first we'll see what is SOA or startup authority. So DNS startup authority record stores the important information about a domain or zone, such as email address of administrator, when the domain was last updated, how long the server should wait between the refreshes. So this SOA will have the information like administrator, email address. Okay, when was the last time this domain was refreshes and how long server should wait between refreshes. Okay. Then we have NS, name server record. Name server stands for name server and name server records indicates which DNS server contains the actual DNS record. Okay, so it is having this information. So let us see. NS record tells the internet where to go to find out the domain's IP address. So this NS record will tell the users where to go to find out the IP address, which DNS server you should go to find out the IP address. And SOA and NS, okay, it is not NA. It is NS. SOA, start of authority, and NS records are created automatically when we create a forward lookup zone and reverse lookup zone. So when you create the forward lookup zone and reverse lookup zone, you will find these two zones created by default. Other records must be created manually. Other records like host and alias, we need to create them manually. And let us see what is this host contain. Host contain the information like host name and IP address, like server 1 and IP address. And it is used in forward lookup zone because the forward lookup zone resolves the host name to IP address. So this host contain the information of the host and IP address, and this field or this record is used for the forward lookup zone. Okay, because the forward lookup zone resolves the name to IP address, and that information is available in this record. Then guys, we have alias record. So alias record is a type of DNS record that points your domain name to host name. So guys, if you remember, we have discussed that if you want to access the website, you will use the fully qualified domain name like server.com, server-01 .ms.com. This is called as fully qualified.
Hello. Hello. Sandhya. What's the types of records? How many zones is available? Can anyone tell me?
Forward lookup zone and reverse lookup zone.
What is mean by forward lookup zone and reverse lookup zone?
Sir, forward lookup zone வந்து used to resolving host name to IP addressing, sir.
Okay.
Reverse.
Reverse. Yes, reverse.
Reverse lookup zones IP address names resolve பண்றதுக்கு சார்.
That's it. Okay. கொஞ்சம் clear-ஆ watch பண்ணுங்க. What is mean by alias? Alias records.
சார் இது வந்து domain name to host name பாயிண்ட் பண்றதுக்கு யூஸ் பண்ணும்.
Domain name to host name பாயிண்ட் பண்றது.
Records that points your domain name to a host name.
What is DNS record?
Domain names.
Record. What is DNS record? Hello?
கொடுத்திருக்க ஐபி அட்ரஸோட கொடுத்திருக்க டொமைனோட ஐபி அட்ரஸ் இண்டிகேட் பண்றதுக்கு சார்.
நெக்ஸ்ட் கிளாஸ்ல எனக்கு டிஎன்எஸ் ரெக்கார்ட் இப்போ யார் சொல்றது? பேர் என்னங்க? கீர்த்தி. ஓகே கீர்த்தி, நெக்ஸ்ட் கிளாஸ்ல வந்து எனக்கு டிஎன்எஸ் ரெக்கார்ட் என்னதுன்றத கொஞ்சம் கோ த்ரூ பண்ணிட்டு வாங்க. ஓகே
ஓகே சார்.
Domain name, and using this name only you can access the website. But let us say after some times you have changed this server name. You have changed the server name from server 1 to server 10. So how will you tell the user that you have changed the server name. You need to contact each and every user and you will tell that we have changed the server name. It is a big problem. So instead of that, what you will do, instead of giving your server name, you will create one alias name. Let us say alias name is www. So instead of typing the server name, the users will type www.ms.com and their request will go to server one, server1.ms.com. Okay, so here users don't need to remember your server name. After sometimes, let us say you have changed the server name to server 10. Still, users don't know whether you have changed it or not. Again, they will use the same URL www.ms.com and again the request will go to server 10. In the background, the request will go to the server. Okay, and users will use this alias name to communicate your server. Then we have a field called PTR or pointer. This pointer record resolves IP address to domain. Guys, host is having the information about name to IP, and it is used for forward lookup zone. And this PTR is having the information about IP to name, and it is used. This PTR is used in reverse lookup zone. Okay, so PTR records, we need to create it. Okay, it is not available here, but we need to create it manually. It is created in reverse lookup zone. So this PTR resolves the IP address to a domain, unlike A record. A record means host record, which points domain name to IP address. PTR records are used
Bala, sorry for interruption.
reverse DNS.
Shall I leave?
Then
So,
we have
Bala?
one more record which is called as MX mail exchange. MX records are DNS records that are necessary for delivering the email to your address. MS record is used to tell the world which email server accepts incoming email for your domain. So MX is used for email server. If you have email server in your environment, you need to create this MX record. Then we have SRV record. The SRV record is a DNS resource record. It is used to identify computers hosting a specific server. Like SRV resource record are used to locate the domain controller for Active Directory. Okay, so it will have the information of domain controller.
No doubt, sir.
Vikrant,
Yes, sir.
any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, all right. So it was about IIS. Let us see the IIS lab. So guys, we need to host a website here. So to host a website, to host a web server, we need a computer. The computer can be a server or client and can be in a work group or domain. No problem. It will work. And it required the static IP address. So we need a public IP address if you are hosting the website over the internet. Okay. And we need DNS service. We need zones. We have already created we have installed the DNS service and we have created the zones as well. And guys, we already have this. Okay, we have a server, we have a static IP address, and we have configured the DNS service. Okay, and we need a home directory. What is this home directory? You will create one folder and you will add the web pages. in this folder, then it is called as home directory. So what is this home directory folder? Where we have saved the web pages, and web pages are created by a programmer for our lab. Okay, we will download the web pages, or what we will do, we will create, okay, the web pages. I will show you how to create the web pages. It is very easy for our lab, but if you need the good quality content, then you need to contact the web programmer. And it can be a server, so we already have the server, guys, and it can be in work group, or it can be in a domain. So our server is in domain, and we need the static IP address, so we have already configured the static IP address. And DNS we already installed, but home directory we need to create it. So what we will do, we'll create one home folder and we'll save the sites. I will show you how to create the sites as well. So folder where we have saved the web pages is called as home directories, and we'll see. And guys, IIS is a service that is used to host the website, and we have not installed this IIS. So guys, we need to install IIS to host the website. So how to install the IIS? You will go to the server manager, then you will select this option, add roles and features. Then you will click next, and you will verify the server name and IP address, then next, and you will select this option, web server option. In bracket it is IIS. You will select this option, you will click next. So you need to add the features, then this IIS is selected, then you will click next. Then here it will give you the information which services are selected. And what we will do, we will add this HTTP redirection option. We will see what is this redirection option in our lab. Then we'll install. Okay, then let us install the things first, then we'll see how to add the website. So let us install it first. We'll go to server manager, then we'll go to add roles and features. Next, and here we'll check this option, web server, add features, and it is checked. We'll click next, and we'll select HTTP redirection option. Then we'll click next, and we'll click install. Okay, it will take few minutes. Okay, let us wait for it. Alright guys, the service is installed. Then we'll host the website. So we'll close it. And if you go to tools, you will find IIS, which means IIS is installed. You will find this option here as well. Let us move forward. Okay, it is installed. After installing the IIS, we can add the website now. So you will go to tools. Under tools, you will open this option, IIS, Internet Information Services Manager. Then you will get this page. So you will expand the server, then you will expand this sites option. You will have the default website, but we need to create our own website. Okay, so how to add the website? You will right click on these sites and you will select this option, add website. Then you will give any name, any meaningful name. So let us give Cisco. Okay, and we need to provide the path. Which path? Of the folder where we have saved the website. So we will create the folder, then we'll provide the path here. And here type HTTP, then you will provide the IP address of your web server like 10.0.0.1 and port number is 80. So here we have given, okay guys, you can give any name here. It is not compulsory that it should be the website name. And you will provide the path of the web pages folder. And type HTTP IP address, it is 10.0.0.1. And website name, we need to provide the website name here, www.cisco.com, not the server name. So using this website only, name only, we will access it. And the website, as we have discussed, it is created, but it is not completed. Website is created, guys. You can see here under this IIS we have this website. But guys, if you see this default document option, we need to add the name here. We need to add the page name. So we'll go to default document and let us say the page name of your website is Cisco Hybrids Workspace Cisco. So you will copy that name and paste it here, and you will add the extension HTML or HTML. After adding the name, okay, you will go to this option, directory browsing. This option is disabled by default. We need to enable it. Okay, so after that, here you can see it is disabled. You will select this option, it will be enabled. Then we'll do the verification, we'll open the page. So guys, IIS service is installed. We need to create the website. So we'll go to this PC. We'll go to C. Under this C, we'll create one folder and we'll provide the name websites. Under this websites, we'll create basic web page here. Okay, we need to open the notepad and we'll add some content like www.cisco.com. This is the content, and we'll save this file in HTML format. As we have discussed, it should be saved in HTML format, cisco.html. Okay, so if you see here, this page is created. Now we'll delete this notepad. If you open this page, You are getting this content. You see cisco.com. This is the content, okay? So when you open cisco.com, you will get this content. Now guys, what we will do, we'll add the website. We have already installed the IIS. We'll go to server manager. Then we'll go to tools. Under tools, we have IIS manager. We'll go to server. Under the server, we'll go to sites. Under the sites, you can see it is having only this default website. And we'll create our own website. You will go to sites, right click, add website. Then you will provide any name here. So let us provide Cisco. And we'll provide the path to the folder where we have created the Cisco web page. It is in C. Under C, we have websites. You select this option. Okay, the path is selected, and the IP address is 10.0.0.1, and the host name, it will be like www.cisco.com. Then we'll click OK. The site is created, and we need to add the. We'll go to Cisco site and we'll add the page name to this default document. We'll right click here and you will get this page, default document page, and you will click add here. And guys, what is the page name we have created? Guys, what is the page name we have created?
Cisco.
Cisco. Okay, let me show you. Websites, Cisco. Okay, so what you can do, you can copy if the name is very lengthy, so you will rename, select the rename option, and you will copy and paste. Better to copy and paste. Okay, we have a shorter name, we have given Cisco, so we can directly type it there. But if it is a lengthy name, it will be very difficult for you to type. Okay, there may be, you can make the mistakes as well. So copy and paste is the best option. So cisco.html. Then you will click OK. So in the default document, this page is added. We need to do one more thing. We'll go to this directory browsing option. In the default document, we have added the document. Then we'll go to directory browsing, and if you see here, this option is disabled. We need to enable this option. Now this option is enabled, and we can access the website now. So we'll go to client. It is shut down. So previously we were unable to open this cisco.com website. Now let us try to open. You can see it is opening. We are getting this page. Is it clear, guys?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yes.
Any doubt?
Doubt irukka? There is any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay.